Hi guys, it's from Encino One, and today I'm gonna show you the video for soldering this an F722 Mini SE from Matek. I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna go very slowly. There we are. This is the flight controller. Hold on a second, I'm gonna bring the other one to give an idea how big it is. Yeah, it is a very small flight controller. To solder it one is a pretty difficult for beginner one, or sometimes even more than that than beginner. You're gonna struggle with this kind of a board. But in reality, they are very easy. If you learn a little bit how to solder it, it become extra easy. Okay, I'm gonna go slowly to show you how to solder it first. But in the meantime, I'm gonna show you the different two. I don't know where I put. Oh, see here, already connected on this one. For example, if you see very close, the pad, they are more larger than this. Very easy to solder this one than the small one. To solder this one, the best idea is the way I show you here. You need standoff. You can find eBay, Banggood, whatever you want. You can put the flight control on the top of these two, they fit perfectly, or you can put only one and sit gently like this. It is very steady, easy to soldering. I'm gonna put it here. Now, if you see over there, there is two different soldering iron. This one, there is no temperature control, you have to control by yourself. I managed to do all the soldering with this one, but switch off, switch on by myself, because one time I put the soldering on the top, I can see the smoke it comes, more or less I know the temperature. But this you need to have experience. So you need to go for something like this one with temperature control. There is a knob here, you put temperature. The temperature most of the time is between 280 to 330, 340 for small soldering like this one. Okay, now I'm gonna show you a bit of a technique. I'm gonna put the camera here. I'm gonna go on the side. I'm gonna enlarge a little bit and show you a few tricks. I'll put the camera, I'm gonna take it. When you solder this flight controller, first you need to be set on here. I'm gonna bring this one just to show you. I'm gonna put on side that one. I'm gonna show you what to do. I'm gonna enlarge a little bit more so the flight controller, if it's on here, just to give an idea, do not put the soldering iron and the soldering on the top. Sometimes it bubble. Inside here, there is a flux. So will be going all over the board, and you're gonna shortcut one of the components inside. Could be the CPU or the OSD here or anything around the flight controller. I would not recommend to do that. The best idea is to put a tips. I'm gonna show you a little bit of flight control a bit more. You're gonna put the soldering on the top of the tips and then bring around here. It is the best way. Another thing is, if you want to do even better, I don't know where I put, I forgot, I see here, you can put this one on the top like this, put some sellotape and then do some soldering on the top here. Yeah, so if anything bubble up, sometimes from inside the flux, like a small explosion, and there run a small tiny bit ball going on the top here, you end up burn when you plug in. If you do not see where it's going, the small bubble, you end up burn part of the flight controller, not all but part. So it's useless. All the job you done is gone. So I suggest tipo the soldering on the top and then you go close, or the other way around is to cover your flight controller with the sellotape and just concentrate on the part where you need to soldering. Now, the cable here, I'm going to show you the cable here. I'm gonna see on this distance. I'm gonna show the black one so it's more visible. Do not put this cable straight over there and then solder it. The first things you have to do is to bring the tips very far away from here and keep a hold. Yeah. Then you put the solder on the top. It will go gently from the tips all the way down. If you start from the bottom here, the plastic here, it will be gone and retrieve backwards. So useless. When you've done this with the soldering, just trim the excess one. Leave a tiny bit to connect on the flight controller only. Use some scissors, whatever you want. Okay, flux, it is a very, very important. You tip on the top if you want, and then you make it very smooth. You do not need to put the soldering on the top. Only put here and your tips, and then gently go on the top, hold the cable few seconds and pull out. Do not keep the cable too long on the flight controller because you risk the dissipated heat from here all over the part of the flight controller, and you can still burn part of the flight controller. Could be, I don't know, OSD, or there is some certain temperature it can reach. After that is burn, so it will dissipate. Especially this flight controller very small and very thin, it will dissipate the heat very easily. So be careful about that. Just solder it, keep the cable on the top, just enough, and make it hold it for a few seconds. Make sure you see the soldering go through the board, through the pad, and then leave it hold a few seconds. It's gonna be soldered. Now, when you do the soldering, always grab one of this one. This Carson lenses. You can find anything. I'm gonna bring the camera backwards a little bit. You can use one of these to modify. Usually these Carson lenses, they've got a clip here. You can lock in your hat and you can watch it. I've done this modification with hot glue and zip tight to hold on one of these one, so easy for me. Remind yourself, this one will help you to see the pad more precisely. And when you finish to do soldering, you need to use something else. I don't know where I put. Oh yes, you see here. Put the flight controller and make sure the soldering is done properly. And there is a, sometimes the cable is soldered on the top, the pad, and on the top of the pad, but on the bottom there is no proper soldering through the flight controller, and this will identify this kind of a problem. So always look all your soldering, all the joint precisely. It will save a lot of headache later on. Go back and solder again. So if you didn't done well, reput back the tips and resolder a little bit better. Yeah, this is another trick. Soldering is very easy when you have got something like this. I'm gonna bring the camera a little bit up. This one, it will help you even further to hold the cable. You put on the crocodile here, hold this inside, and it will hold the cable. Yeah, and then put the soldering to thin this one. So get one of this one. You can make it by yourself if you want. There is plenty of idea out there. You can even hold with I don't know, even here with sellotape if you don't have that, and or anything. Find any idea, make sure that you can hold, and then soldering on the top. Yeah. Now there is another trick I would give you. Is this one. Some people use this one for the tips to clean up. They usually clean inside first on the sponge, metal sponge, and then wipe it. It is a really good idea, but my technique, I use toilet paper roll so many times, no wet, dry, just plug in and pull out. It's gonna leave a tiny bit on the top. You won't see that much, but it's there. By clean the most, and then put in a container this paper. Reuse as many times as you want, but remember, once and pull out. This if you keep it between 280 to 340, 360. Don't go up than that, paper won't be good no more. Then you have to go for the sponge or this one. Why I do that? It does not scratch the tips and leave always some on the top. And when you put a little bit, it will stick very easy. But if you go or notice the tips is really dirty, then plug in first on the sponge and water. This is a sponge, you're gonna get some water on the top and then clean up. Me, usually I use no sponge and no metal sponge. None of them I use only paper and clean. Of course, for high temperature, I may put inside of it once to clean up in case there is some dirt. You know, there is a black thing stick on it, then you may gonna use it. Remind yourself, when you solder it, one of these will help you a lot. So stick with the standoff on the top and keep steady the fly controller. It is always a good idea and do not tilt. So make sure you use some technique like I did. I use piece of wood, glue, and then I put the standoff with a small screw to make sure all the properly. This won't move it for any reason. And I put sideways this one to make sure if I put any iron on the top, I won't be able to tilt this one sideways or the other side. It needs to be steady. Very important. Now, there is a more technique. I won't show you that much because I'm gonna do step by step. This video is only for beginner, nearly to intermediate. If you do any mistake on this fly controller, whatever fly controller, you need to have one of this one. The solder is stuck. Whatever you do, press on the top. I'm gonna bring very close, a little bit the camera a bit more closer. I hope you can see. Okay, just put the tips on the top, and then this one, you press on the top, solder is sucker, go very close to the tips where you plan to remove or clean. There is two things here, there are many of these different. You just go very close and suck. To clean even better, there is a proper wire, but if you don't have a proper wire for cleaning, you can use one of this one, as you see here. Do not twist, camera focus, do not twist, leave it open wide, just put on the top, a normal, any kind of a cable you do not use it, put on the top, then leave a few seconds and pull out. It will clean even farther than that. Yeah, this simple trick you can do. Remind yourself, if you do any soldering on the top fly controller, remember there can be bubble come from this one because there is wax inside. Remind yourself to put anything on the top, paper on the top, and cover everything, only soldering. So if they go anything by mistake on the top of the fly controller, there is a paper or anything you can cover, just anything, plastic, piece of paper with a sellotape around, and then you remove it and keep carry on turn each corner you want to solder. So it will help you. This is the small things will help you. So I want to close here the video because otherwise it's gonna get too long. I will go for the next one a little bit more advanced, but I didn't want to bring to my table because I was planned to do a little bit more far, but I changed my mind because I may bring more confusion about soldering. So I will bring paste, easy to solder this one with one single shot of this one, with soldering paste on the top here. You put on the top hot and pull gently up. You pad all of them, but I'm gonna show you next time about that. It is a bit more complicated, especially for the beginner one. It is no easy to do it, so it's the reason why I didn't want to show you many other components. I changed my mind at the last minute, so I hope this will help you. One more thing, when you solder it, the fume of this one and this one will give a headache. Put a small ventilator on the side, so all the fume will not go under your nose and breathe it out. It will give a headache. In between the soldering, stop, have a cup of tea, coffee, whatever you want, and go back maybe 20 minutes later, so you feel fresh and you keep carrying on soldering. Sometimes you have to solder not just a fly controller, VTX or may escape, or so it will take a bit of time. Do one shot, it is not good idea. Always do step by step. So have a cup of coffee, come back later fresh, turn on everything and restart again. It is a better idea. You have a more steady hands and will help to keep the soldering more secure when you do it. Okay, I close here the video. I don't want to make it too long, otherwise gonna get too boring for somebody out there. I hope this will help you. I hope I included the small things inside for soldering. Remember to not keep the soldering iron too long on the board, you will burn it. And the bubble on the top. Remind yourself to buy something similar to this one, not this one. Buy something between 40 to 60 pounds with regulator, temperature control, so you can keep the tips at the right temperature, 300, 400 and 360, and stay there, because the cheap one, it will flotation between, if you keep it 300, we go 260 to 200, it keep floating. It's no good. You want tips always at the right temperature, stay there. That's what you're looking for. And intermediate soldering iron with the control knob, it is the best you can go. There is a plenty out there. Search on YouTube first, watch some review. You can watch on Amazon for look for it, eBay, Banggood, you're gonna find it. Okay, I close it here. I don't want to make it too long. Thank you very much for watching. I hope these tips will help you as a beginner one to intermediate one. The next video are going to include some more difficult things and paste and something cleaning alcohol, other things a bit more complicated. And when you're going to solder a full pad like this one in one shot with the paste, and put the soldering iron on the top of the flat tips and goes gently, will pad all of them at one go. But this is a little bit for more advanced. Is the reason I changed my mind to not put today and shorten the video. Okay, thank you very much for watching the video from Enzino One. I'll close it here. I see you for next one. I hope these small tips help you. Thank you very much. See you for the next one.